And it's time to leave Grado. It's been a great stay again. I do love the place. I'm not sure if we'll be back because we don't really make fixed plans, but yeah, it's pretty much time to go. I've got my motors already set in the maneuverability position, and we've got a headwind pushing us slightly onto the dock, but I don't think it'll be a problem. I think one short press with the boat hook and we'll be off the dock. And yeah, we're basically going to be following where that boat's going out and going out through that wonderful canal again. And we're heading for Lazaretto, which is about probably 20 miles as we're going to be sailing, 20 nautical miles, so just under 40 kilometers. And yeah, we'll be on anchor. It's last time I was there, the water was quite clear, so we could swim quite nicely, and that'll be quite nice. I can also go swim and clean the rudders then, so we can get a bit more speed out. If there's a bit of wind, we might actually go sailing, and yeah, it looks like there's a little bit of a breeze coming, so who knows, maybe I get to test my new mainsail for the first time. We've got another sailing yacht on its way out. Current against us, I've got 3 kilowatts on the motors, well, 3 kilowatts combined, and we're doing about the same speed as the diesel, so I imagine also just at their cruise speed. I'm going a little bit faster than my usual cruise speed. And this is the end of Grado. We'll be heading up into the distance. You can't see it, it's out of sight, but Lazaretto's in that direction. So they're just in front of us now, but this it's just like the early days when I used to have electric bikes. Everyone would stop me and they'd ask a million questions, and when people go past you and you've got a boat that doesn't make noise, everyone's staring at you. Very similar, so if it follows the electric bike trajectory in sort of 10 years time, when I built my first bike in 2006, yeah, in about 10-15 years time I imagine that electric boats will just be everywhere and nobody will take a second glance at it like you see with electric bikes now. They're just all over the show, nothing special anymore. So we're going past Grado again. Yesterday we actually turned back because there was a monstrous headwind, 20 knots of headwind, steep seas, difficult going, and it was directly on the nose, so it wasn't worth it. We were in a rush, so we thought we'd head back into Grado for one more night. It was a lovely place to be. And now we're out going for Lazaretto. We still have that northeaster blowing, but it's only about 7 knots now. We're doing about 3.7 knots on the 2 kilowatts on the motor, and it's much nicer going. And I see I'm in the company of a couple of sailboats. I'll turn the camera around. Here we go. There's 2 sailboats going. They're going to be tacking to get around the wind. It'll be interesting to see. It looks like we're going in more or less the same direction, so let's see if solar power rules over wind power when you're going into wind. I think it will. I think I might actually need to go out of their way. So let me go and change direction quickly. Candace, what are you eating?
Cheese.
You know you're going to pay the tax. Huh?
It's cheese tax.
It's cheese tax.
Cheese tax.
Alright, you pay the tax, you can eat your cheese. As you can see, we're going straight across the bay now. I've got 1170 on each motor. We're going into wind, speed is jumping around, but we're averaging probably around about 4 knots. Just over 2 hours to go. Water looking good. I hear something noisy in the corner. It's lunchtime. What's for lunch?
It's my little concoction. It is chickpeas with Italian red pesto and gorgonzola.
Ooh, that smells very good. How does it taste?
So good.
Good. How are you enjoying the sail?
It's lovely.
Yeah, much better than
the water looks like mercury. It's so beautiful.
Nice and blue as well for a change.
Almost not tell the colour between the ocean and the horizon on that side.
Very nice. Let's go and see if we can see some blue water on this side. Relaxing day out. And we're on the last stretch of our trip. coming into Lazaretto. Lazaretto is always interesting because it's on the border of Slovenia and Italy. And if you anchor on the wrong side and you haven't paid the Slovenian vignette, you can actually get fined. So you've got to try and aim for the Italian side of the border, which doesn't require you to pay for any sorts of vignette. If I turn the camera around, you can see Trieste to our left, quite a big settlement over there. Used to once be an Austrian city, and then the Italians got it after one of the wars. I can't remember what the full story is. And on the other side is the very skinny Slovenian coastline. They don't have a very big coastline at all. We've gone into it once. We thought we were going to anchor just off one of the towns to go and pick up some things in the shops, but in the end it was backing up to a solid wall and quite windy, so we didn't do that. But that's Slovenia over there, and our anchorage dead ahead basically straddles the border. So there's a little white house there. On the left of the white house is Italy, and on the right is Slovenia. And we have a very cute wife and a very nice sunset straight behind us. Hello.
I'm on Dolphin Watch.
Are you on Dolphin Watch? Find me the dolphins. You promised me dolphins. I haven't seen dolphins yet.
That's what you promised me.
Okay, let's see if we can find dolphins today. I have seen them here. This is the only place I've seen dolphins so far. So hopefully we are lucky today. And this is the bay of Lazaretto. There's a large mussel farm on the way in, so you've got to avoid that. And the bay is split in half, so half of the bay is Italy and half is Slovenia. And unless you want to pay a rather expensive Slovenian vignette fee, you've got to stay on the Italian side. And we're parked over here just on the Italian side. So there's our boat over there, and that side. Slovenia. We go around the other side. Italia. This little stream, I think, is the river. This is the border, my guess. So today we're on a mail run. Candice has sent a parcel from Aprilia to a place called Muggia, and Muggia is just over the hill behind us, so we're going to anchor closer to Muggia so that we can go and pick up the parcel. It's been a beautiful day. We're not expecting too much wind, although I do say I've got about 9-10 knots on the nose. We're going to go around the buoy field because it's so many buoys. And we're just going to turn right and anchor off the coast of Muggia. If all's good, we may stay there for the night. We might come back. On the motors, I've got 1170 watts each, and that's probably about the same as what my Solo is bringing in. And we're doing 4.6, 4.5, about 4.5 knots mostly. So it's probably going to take us not long at all, actually. You see my route. It's 3.5 miles, and if we do 4.5 knots, now we're going slow. It'll take us probably about 45, maybe 50 minutes. And that's the bay we just came out of. So I've got 1120 and 1200 on the props, and I'm doing 4.7 knots, 4.6, 4.8 sometimes, I think. No, looks like it's 4.6, 4.7. And I spent the morning cleaning my rudders, which were filthy. Putting wax on your rudder might even attract stuff rather than get rid of it. I'm getting overtaken by a big motor yacht. So I've accelerated to 5 knots, and 5 knots required 2,400 watts of power, which means that at the moment I'm draining my battery bank by 300 watts, but that doesn't bother me at all because it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon and we're going to park the boat in a little while, and the minute I park it's going to suck back in that solar to to refuel us, and we'll have a full tank again in a couple of minutes. Hello, beautiful.
Hi.
And we've arrived in Muggia. We are in 6 meters of water. We've got lots of chain out because we've got our back, as you can see, to a wall over there. So we won't be staying up for the night or anything like that, unless the wind changes. But in this light wind, and I really dug in the anchor very well, I pulled hard on these motors, we should be okay. It looks like a nice place to be. We're going to take the dinghy over there to that little pier just now and go and check out the town. Candace needs to go and collect a parcel. So for now we're quite happy here, and I'll check the weather to see what the wind is going to be doing later on in the day. I think it's light and variable the whole weekend, and then on Monday we've got a bora coming through. Not a huge one, but enough of one to make me go and look for a spot for sheltering. It is odd being docked next to these massive tankers. I think there's a commercial port or something over there. Absolutely huge things. And that's Trieste in the background. I believe there's a ferry to Trieste. We've both been to Trieste before, so I don't think we'll be taking the ferry. But that's where we are. Dogs, why are you going mad? Oh, what's going on there?
I'm the passenger princess. I'm waiting to go.
Alright, let me come join you. So this guy there is Casanova, who spent a little bit of time in Muggia, and it seems like they wanted to claim him. The town otherwise was just a very pretty little Italian town. Nice place to walk around, a lot of waterfront areas, and we enjoyed ourselves there. How's your swim?
It's lovely.
You enjoying the water? You look nice. I like your swimming cap, it's very cool.
Thank you.
Should I come join you?
Please.
Alright. What is going on here?
It is haircut day.
For who?
For everyone. It's actually flea medication day, so the dogs get their hair cut and they get their flea medication that also looks for mosquitoes and all of that kind of stuff.
How good this dog is looking.
And then I had to bribe you to help me cut their hair by cutting your hair. So everybody's got a haircut today.
I've got a new sexy little short haircut. A new hairstyle. Much quicker to dry, and that's quite important. And that was the end of Italy for us. We got back at the end of March, and we spent 2 months in the boatyard working on things. I had some trips to do, and Candace had some trips to do as well. Then we spent 6 weeks in Aprilia Maritima, and I have to thank Bridget and Imre for lending us their berth. And then we took a week to sail out, spending our time between Grado and Lazaretto. It was a great time. Next we're heading to Croatia, and looking forward to the crystal clear blue waters again, and hopefully some sailing. Thanks for watching.